UCF Knights. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Uconn Huskies, taking on last year's national champions, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Trying the left side. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force the negative play.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Rides the back on the option to give. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football. You know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Huskies are marching down the field. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll ride his man on the option. They stop him after a 6-yard run out from the 24. The Knights want to move quickly.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not every...
There he goes. Touchdown, UCF. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Uconn offense goes back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs. They're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. We'll try to get him going there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Polk. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
To the ground with the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Catch in the middle. It's Lockhart. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wants to adjust the pattern. On the run, it's Pringle.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Right on the money. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Uconn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Pringle. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick catch on third down. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Might be changing the route. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run for it on third and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Uconn going back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're working that left side. Stumbled to the ground.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Snap it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Caught near the sticks. It's Flowers. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
It's a draw. Fighting off the defender. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead.
Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Uconn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off play action on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. Takes a handoff. It's Pringle. Finds a little space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sure hands, it's Golden. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
Touchdown, UCF! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they've got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Nolan. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Trying to get rid of it.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running into the open space. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Snagged in the middle, it's Polk. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he's got his man. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Hits the open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
First and goal, Uconn.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Uconn has it teed up to start this second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Ready to fire from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Nolan. Quarterback moving. The short hands, it's Ashley. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Knights moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Has the sticks, and he may get more. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, UCF. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
The Uconn offense goes back to work. On the run, it's Parker. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parker. Spins away from the defender. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Oh, better look out. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. That's caught, it's Cook. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with a 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Caught behind the line. It's Ashley. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to USC.
The give on the option. Makes it past the marker.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on first down. Heaves it deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
To the air, it's Nolan. It's complete on the right side. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Golden.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Under fire. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. There he goes. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. He got it. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Uconn going back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like...
Turning it on! Smashes him with the stiff arm. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun to give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. On the ground, it's Pringle. Past the 30. He's loose. Touchdown, Knights! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And a really nice job on the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Uconn comes to the line after getting another first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, UCF! The defense takes matters into its own hands. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield, you're trying to find an open guy, you're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
The Uconn offense goes back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. A smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Gardner. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! They went for it all, and it paid off. Score.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Uconn going back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Uconn will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Nolan. With the catch, it's Ashley. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's dragged down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Give to the running back. Going the other way, and he's got room. Got the first down. Looking for more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play to lead the clock.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. Uconn will have to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Knights line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And now the ball is knocked free. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do.
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll try the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Uconn will have to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right